Hey guys, it's Eric with the Mill Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes, getting likes, hitting dingers, and getting listeners. Back again with another episode, talking Brew Crew as we always do. This is the 178th episode I've done this season, this year. I am really enjoying coming at you guys. Really, this has been fun. There's a special vlog coming out. I got an opportunity last night, and it was definitely, hold on, kitty, kitty. I'm trying to watch our kitten. All right. So, of course, these episodes are up daily, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Rumble, you name it. We are there. We talk Brew Crew. This is what we love to do. This is a part of our day in and day out. And we will be here for the continuation of the playoff push. The Brewers have now won a bunch of games in a row, guys. I'm undefeated on the season. So that's one in the record books for me. I have never had an undefeated season. Usually they lose quite a bit when I go. And hold on, I gotta find this cat. So we got a kitten. It's named Dilly. But it disappeared. It's hiding. Kitty. I apologize for that being on the YouTube stream. I should have muted. But yeah, so we are rocking and rolling. Last night's game. Let's talk about last night's game. CC Sabathia makes his return to Milwaukee. And it was quite the night. I had the opportunity to be at this game. Someone was actually had hired me to drive them down to the game. Ha! There we go. It looked like I had joined twice. So, yeah, last night's game. Last night's game was fun. There's going to be a special video coming out tomorrow. There's the cat. Playing with a toy. Being a kitten. Doing what kittens do. It's Dilly. Speaking of Dilly, let's talk about this for a minute. Tim Dillard is probably one of the coolest guys in the media right now and in Brewers right now, because he is so cool. Like, I walked up to him last night just to say hello, and he apologized. So Tim Dillard is going to come back on the podcast, and Tim Dillard is a guy. He was on Barrel Banter a couple weeks ago. He does everybody's podcast, and he has such a good time with it. No, that's not for you. That's not for you. That's not for you. That's not for you. That's not yours. No, it's not. He has such a good time with it, and he is really, really one of my favorite personalities in the game right now. He just is so kind, and he remembered me, which is cool. I mean, of course, he's going to remember podcasts and stuff like that he does, but like for him to remember me, he gave me a nice little sticker It's Tim Dillard's Random Mix 2000. That's going to get it fixed to my laptop or something. I don't know. But the funniest part about this is it's actually got songs written on it, like different songs from the 2000s. I don't know if this is just some of Tim's favorite songs, but it was really kind of funny because it looks like it's written in Sharpie marker. Cool thing. Let's talk about the SeatGeek. If you want to go to a game, save some money. We are in the push right now. This is the Pennant Chase. If you want to save some money and go to a game, you can go to SeatGeek and enter the code Miller Park Minute at SeatGeek and save $20 off your first order. So, last night's game. Let's talk about it. Restart. CC Sabathia was at last night's game. It's been a long time since we saw CC, since 2008. And he was there to be honored, and they gave out a little poster, which I left in my car. It's still in my car. I forgot about it. But they gave out a little poster with CC Sabathia on the Journal Sentinel cover. Really a cool item. And he threw out the first pitch. He threw it to Doug Melvin. That was super cool. I'll post a video that I took off my cell phone later sometime today. But I also I shared it. If you look at the longer clip from CC Sabathia where he's signing for the fans, you can actually see me in my blue City Connect jersey standing right next to him. I got a screenshot of it. I'll post it later online. It's actually on my Twitter account if you want to go check it out on my Twitter account. So CC Sabathia threw out the pitch. He did the pictures with everybody. It was really kind of a cool moment. Antanasio and everybody was there for it, right? Awesome. Well, then he comes walking down the line. Kind of they planned to, I think, have him walk down the line and walk out the quarter. Well, he's walking down the line and he comes over and starts signing for kids right at the mesh where I was standing, and you can see it in the video. He's signing some autographs, signs every little kid's autograph. I mean, everyone. My hand was within inches of CC Sabathia's hand, and he didn't sign my ticket. And look, I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken. I went to a lot of the games during CC Sabathia's 2008 run. I was in my 20s, and I tried again. He went a little further down the line. Some kid stuck a bobblehead down there, and I kind of pushed my ticket through. It still didn't happen. And yeah, there's a thing about adults getting autographs. I understand. This cat is a troublemaker. It's just trying to get on everything. Dilly, you are a troublemaker. But if I yell randomly, I apologize. Connor, you back? You're going back to watch the Brew Crew? You gonna get rowdy tonight? I got the poster from last night, but I don't have it with me. It's down in my car. I completely forgot about it. I missed CC by one. My consolation prize, though, I'm going to show this. My consolation prize to a CC Sabathia autograph was a Tyrone Taylor autograph. Not exactly the best consolation prize in my eyes, but it's one of these things I want to talk about. Like it sucks in a way that as an adult fan you kind of get looked past. I know I'm a 38-year-old man, and I understand that, and it looks better to sign for kids, but it was really depressing because he was one of my favorite players. I had the Sabathia jersey, the T-shirt, and I missed it. I missed it by like a couple, like one hand. You know what I mean? He literally stopped, looked up at my hand, or my face, and kept going. So maybe there'll be another time, and I can tell him the story, and he'll laugh. I was pretty salty about it. I did enjoy the game. I really enjoyed the game. Brandon Woodruff, 11 Ks. Very, very good game. Across the board, Uribe in person. I haven't been to a game since the beginning of the season. Early on, I'm 5 or 6-0 now. I'd have to check my ballpark app to see how many games I've actually been to. 2 Mets, Braves maybe. I think of the Braves. I don't remember. But they won every game I've been at, so I can't be too mad about it. Chafin is starting to be questionable. There's a kitten. If you're fresh to the stream, there's a kitten in the office here with me, trying to make sure it doesn't do naughty things, but it's hell bent on that. So, Chafin gets a little rocky, almost gets Devin Williams in. 7-3 victory, though. I mean, we're on a roll. We're winning games. I think that's what's important. 71 and 57 is our record. The crew is showing up, and that's what I appreciate, and that's what I love right now. They're showing up to play the game. She really just doesn't care. She really doesn't. She distracted my train of thought. So yeah, tonight, I did not get to go to this Corbin Burns autograph signing. She's gonna press buttons on the keyboard. I apologize. She's getting into everything. Jesus, cat. Play your toy, not my toys. This podcast has just gone awry. I apologize. I had it planned. So we got Freddie on the Hill tonight, Saturday night versus Avila. It was cool to watch the game and be in person for a while, for the first time in a while. As an adult, one of the things, I take my wife and my son to these games, and I don't sit through most of the game because you gotta get up, and when you take your family, it's kind of a big ordeal, right? Well, one of the things I noticed is this pace of the game, how quick it goes when you're sitting in person. On TV, it can seem like it takes a while because you're doing other things or other things come along the way. But let's talk about Rowdy Tellez being back and hitting a homer. It was a 3-run shot, and it was a monster. And it was his first homer in 168 plate appearances, I believe is the correct number there. Really, really solid to see Rowdy come back and do that. When a guy struggles, it's not Jim Gantner 1,300 plate appearances or anything like that. But when a guy struggles like that, it is huge to see. 11 hits, 8 runs. Don't like that differential. I'd love to see him score more of these runs, but there was a couple innings of 0 on the board. It happens. When you've got dominant pitching, leaving runners doesn't matter as much, but that doesn't mean we don't want it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want them to get all the runners possible in. Last night, Yelich was 1 for 4. Contreras 1 for 3. He did walk twice. Santana 2 for 4. That guy can hit. Looking at some of his line drives, amazing. Adames, it's always good to see Adames rocking and rolling. 2 for 5 nights. I think this team beats with Adames. He's kind of, I would relate him to the Carlos Gomez of back in the day. I was talking about this with Peter Groh off air the other day, and I'm like, he's kind of like that. He's kind of the beat and the personality of the club, and it's cool to see him screw around and be fun. Touring 2 for 5. Tyrone Taylor was 2 for 4, so he did not disappoint on the night that I got his autograph. Great. I think I already have a Tyrone Taylor autograph somewhere, but regardless, I'm sad. I miss CC and ended up with Tyrone Taylor. I did get the sticker from Dillard, so that was cool. Oh my gosh, I'm talking about the wrong game. I just realized I was talking about the wrong stat line from the wrong game. I clicked off of the one and onto the other. Oh my gosh. Whoops. So yeah, Yelich still had 10 hits. So I was right. 10 hits on Yelich, nothing. Contreras, 1 for 3. 2 for 4 for Santana. 2 for 4 for Adames. Tellez, 2 for 4. Canna, 2 for 4. Weimer, nothing. 1 for 3 for Turang. And Taylor did not get a hit. I was like, I thought I was at the wrong game for a second there. Woodruff, 11 Ks, though. Uribe, 3 Ks. He is a beast. He is definitely something to watch. He's a fun part of the game. Chafin was really, it's kind of, he's the clunker right now, and it's kind of sad because he's like the major league guy. He's supposed to be like a setup guy, and he just isn't. We did gain some ground last night. We're not 4 games ahead of Chicago, 5 games ahead of Colorado. Chicago lost. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Christian Yelich did get the Heart and Hustle Award last night. That presentation was on the field. That was pretty cool, along with CC Sabathia. We're getting ready. September is right around the corner, guys, and we are getting ready for a playoff push. And this is going to be a huge playoff push because it's going to be a comeback playoff push where we didn't get there in 21 or in 22. Sorry. So this is really the time where this team is going to beat, and we're going to beat along with them. So every win, every loss, every strikeout, every homer, and it's really fun. I'm super jacked. Who are the September call-up candidates? Of course, we're going to talk about that. Gasser, I think, is on that list. Add another arm. Julio Teheran did get a relief outing last night, or a rehab outing, I should say. He did rehab. We'll see if he comes back and who they flip-flop for him. So the pitching pool goes like this. Colin Ray, Jansen Junk, J.B. Backus, Clayton Andrews, Eric Lauer, and Ethan Small. On the 40-man, yes, one of the call-ups will surely be a bullpen arm. Which one? All 6 pitchers have been in the big leagues this season. Ray, out of that list, Ray is probably the most interesting to me. Ray and maybe Small. Lauer wasted time and just hasn't been good from what I've seen. I was talking to a gentleman last night, shout out Ryan, at the game, and we were talking about the guys in the minors. Another one, not on the 40-man, but Robert Gasser. Robert Gasser is a potential. He's the number 6 prospect in the system. Definitely somebody we could see. I'm going to butcher this. Theo Vera. Not on the 40-man, but he definitely is somebody that could be called up. So far this season, he's gone. He has a 3.28 ERA, 48 strikeouts, 15 walks, and 35 2/3 inning. If you look at Gasser, he's 9-1 with a 3.85 ERA, a league-leading 147 strikeouts after winning his 4th straight start on Friday in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Mezorowski, I don't expect to see this. A lot of people do expect to see this one. I don't. Top pitching prospect, number 4 in the Brewers prospect pipeline, number 38 overall in the top 100. Missed most of the recent Double-A due to arm fatigue. Could land on the injured list as soon as the Shuckers need a roster spot. Yeah, see, told you. Let's not rush him. I have this thing about rushing prospects, and just because we know it and we see every home run and every hit and every good outing that they have, I don't think we need to rush any of these guys. The position player pool, Owen Miller and Abraham Toro. We've seen both of those guys. Owen Miller has been pretty decent for us. Jesse Winker, obviously. Tyler Black is a potential as well. Caston, Hero, Peyton. I don't think we're going to see him. I don't. I really don't. Of those guys, of Owen Miller, Jesse Winker, maybe Toro. Tyler Black, you're going to keep down. He needs more time. Black's been impressive, but let's not spend him before we can spend him. You know what I mean? Same with Keston, same with Curio, and same with Peyton Henry. Let him develop. We got time. IL guys who need more time. Karen Mitchell and Blake Perkins. Don't scratch up my chair. Aaron Ashby and JC Mejia. And who? Oh my god, this cat is crazy. What are you doing? The cat is named Dilly, in case you're joining the stream late. It's Dilly as in Tim Dillard. You want to make your Miller Park Minute debut? She is just naughty. You're not allowed on my desk. No, you're not. You don't stand on my keyboard. Oh, what'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? See? Look at that. You got the little squeaking on the microphone. She changed my setup. There we go. She's just chewing on everything. But what I was saying, Garrett Mitchell, Aaron Ashby would be cool to see. I don't think we're going to see him yet, though. I really don't. Just my thoughts on it. I don't know for certain. One of the big things here is that's happened, and this I was talking about this the other day, is the roster call-up spots are not what they were. You know, you don't go to a 26 to a 40. And I think that's actually bettered the game. I think the roster is good where it is. I don't think that we need to change it from there. You know what I mean? I think what they've done with that is actually makes a lot of sense overall. And that's the truth of the matter. So Acuna is historic. If there was no Ohtani, Acuna would be the player we talk about most. But just sit back while he is having one of the greatest beginnings to a career in the last 50 years. True. That was a text message I got. Sometimes I'll share you the text. If you want to drop a line and be on the podcast, definitely drop me a line in the DMs on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. It's Miller Minute. It's right in the corner there, in case you need to know. If you want to see me standing above CC Sabathia, I'm the guy with the backwards City Connect hat on and the City Connect jersey, which happened to be a Brandon Woodruff. So that was like timed out perfect that I got the starter. And yeah, I bought that really drunk and ended up with the wrong size. So shout out to the fine folks at the. I may have had a couple beers at one of the games that I was at when the City Connect stuff came out, and I bought that City Connect jersey, but I bought the wrong size. I went back, still had the tag on it, and they let me switch it out. I was putting it on too. Like my wife's like, that thing looks huge. Yep. So shout out to that memory. But what are you fanning on 11? Hell. Yeah, guys. Like, what else can we say? All right. Just we'll bite. We're gonna click on the top 30 prospects right now for the Brewers. Of course, Jackson Sal is still on the list. Curio, Mizorowski, Tyler Blackgasser, Carlos F. Rodriguez, Brock Wilkin, Luis Laura, Cooper Pratt, Eric Brown Jr. And then we get into a bunch of names I don't know. So I've heard about all these names. I think the crew tonight is going to do very well. I think Freddie this cat is all over the place. I think Freddie is going to do very solid. Like I said, if he could always avoid the long ball, I think we are in just prime form. Shout out to not getting CC Sabathia's autograph because it's made me more like hungry to figure out the situation. And let's talk about the top stories real quick before we leave. This is Dilly. Dilly is trying to destroy my set and everything. Just taking stuff down, Dilly. You're really kind of frustrating me here. So what was I saying before the kick? I was talking about tonight's matchup. The lineup was just released. Let's talk about the lineup real quick. It's kind of been interesting too, what they've been doing with this lineup. Because a lot of days you see like Tyrone Taylor in there. Obviously Freelic's still on the mend from the hamstring. And it looks like he is in the lineup tonight. Freelic is in the lineup tonight. I did not catch that before when I looked at it. Of course, Adamas, Canna. Santana has been pretty regular in there, and he's been hitting pretty well. So, 230 on the season, 18 homers. I know not all of those with the crew, but still. Contreras. I enjoy watching Contreras play. Looking forward to the City Connect bobble that's coming out with Contreras. Yelich is at 284. Two-ring, Montesterio. Montesterio is one of those guys, and I keep saying this, but he is one of those guys that it's almost kind of cool that he was not a part of the freshman class, because it's just like he's the freshman that just forced his way on to being a freshman and being this hot player that he is. However, he was not available for an autograph last night. I tried. I tried for everybody. I think Tyrone was like one of the few guys that was actually signing, unless I missed him before I had gotten into the game. I don't know. Richard, welcome. Welcome, Richard. You missed a good story. But so last night, I was that close. If you watch that video, you saw that picture I probably sent you. I was that close to CC Sabathia and missed his autograph because he got all the little kids around me and then walked away from me. Looked up and walked away from me. It was sad. It's depressing. I'm still bitter, salty. There's actually a vlog video that I'm producing that I created. It'll probably be out tomorrow sometime from that game. It was fun. I was paid to be there. But yeah, Freddie has gone 10-8 this season so far. 3.97 ERA, 168 strikeouts, which is a record at this juncture. He is holding the record for the strikeouts. Avila is 0-0, 1.17 ERA, 28 Ks. Is this guy the guy they just called up or something? How many starts does he have? 23 innings pitched, so he's been up a little bit. That just means he's got a bunch of no decision time. Well, no. Like, if he did 23 innings, maybe 2 or 3 starts. So that is the positive. That is good. Of course, radio broadcast 620. Adam McKelvey did put out, in case you didn't catch it, Adam McKelvey did put out that Bob Uecker is currently resting up. I'm sure, guys, with the heat, that he has been just trying to play cautious, the heat and the weather, and he probably doesn't want to go out and overexert himself. I mean, the man is 90-something years old. Let's see. Sal remains sidelined. Okay, that wasn't updated. So if you're in the Appleton area, you can go see Julio Teheran pitch for the Timber Rattlers, unless he did that last night. I don't know that. I sometimes read these things and then realize they happen the day after. Like the other day when I was reading about all the Waukesha sports card signings, I realized it was day of, and I was like, oh man, I screwed that one. Like Burns was today, I missed it. It's okay though. I always look at it this way. I always look at like there's always future opportunities. I'm sure. Right, man. I'm so sad. I'm depressed. Been there, done that 100 times. Same happened with Prince Fielder, but then I kind of called Prince Fielder out on it and got Prince Fielder's autograph. I don't know where that ball is, though. I really don't. I have a various collection of random things in this office. And I find things all the time. I found some screen protectors earlier that I bought for my phone, and I was like, oh, yeah, look at that. It was a good game, though. It was fun. I'm undefeated on the season, so I can't really complain. Like, if I go to another game, I'm putting my record in jeopardy, and I don't know that. No, I will. I will definitely do that. I got to take the wife and the kid now. I got to do a makeup game for me going to a game completely by myself. As much as it was a paid opportunity, yes, via my job, via the work that I do, I was paid to be there. Rowdy bobblehead tonight. I gotta get me one of those for the wife. She loves Rowdy. I think that's about all I got to say. I mean, we're 2 more in San Diego versus San Diego, and then we got a couple against Philly, Miami. It looks like all teams that we should be able to beat. So. Padres. Oh, I'm sorry. Cubs going to Chicago on Monday. Oh, and the month in Chicago. We're going to do a month-long wrap-up show coming up. Then we got the Phillies. Sorry, the Phillies are the next home game. So that would be next weekend. Oof. Go see Bryce Harper and the Phillies. Maybe Bryce will get struck out by Homie Milner. Stand there looking again. That would be amazing. All right, guys. That's literally all I got for you. That's the Miller Park Minute for the day. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next episode. Remember to like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Every day, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. Go Brewers.